Trying to understand spoken French can be really tricky. That's mostly because the written French that you have learned at school is significantly different from spoken French. We speak fast, we swallow letters, and we occasionally use vocabulary that you probably didn't learn at school. What if I told you that some of these words don't have any real meaning? In today's lesson, we will explore examples of these French filler words. We will also do some practice so that you can use them yourself to sound more fluent. Ready? C'est parti! Is very used in French when we're searching for words to pause a conversation or to yield the floor. And that's why we use filler words in general. They're not supposed to mean anything, but they give us time to think when we're not sure. In French, the expression filler word is often translated to un mot de remplissage. But more often we talk about un tic de langage, un tic de langage, a language habit or a conversation tic. More formally, I love the expression un mot fatigue, even though almost no one knows this word. It means a word for communication without meaning, like allô on the phone in French, allô, or anywhere else. I will cover a variety of filler words today, and you can find a list in the blog post for today's lesson. It's on my website, as well as the full written lesson for today with extra insights, and it is all free. Just click on the link in the video description right below. Un is an important filler word in French. It has several specific meanings in French conversation, and yet you very probably never heard of it in a classroom or a textbook. And it's okay, you need to learn the structure and the rules of correct written French. But everyday spoken French is almost like another language in parallel. So you also need to learn its rules and vocabulary. For instance, un often serves as an informal way to say what or un. It sounds like a nasal sound, like number one, un. For instance, tu viens un, tu viens un. It means you're coming, right? Tu viens un, repeat after me. Tu viens un. Tu viens un. Tu viens un. Good.
C'est pareil, hein?
It's subtle, really. If you're not aware of filler words like un, you might miss out on the nuances of the conversations or get confused and then lose focus on the important elements of the conversation itself. Some filler words are real words though. For instance, quoi means what? Repeat after me. Quoi? Quoi? Quoi?
Quoi?
You can say, for example, tu fais quoi? Tu fais quoi? What are you doing? Tu fais quoi? Tu fais quoi? Or, c'est quoi ça? What is this? C'est quoi ça? C'est quoi ça?
C'est quoi? C'est un cadeau?
But we also use quoi as a filler word. And for me, quoi is one of the main three French filler words with and un. We add it to a sentence to give it more weight, like oh, c'est bon quoi, oh, c'est bon quoi, which means it's okay, or more explicitly, it's okay, that's all, that's what I mean, what else is there to say? Some filler words are not purely phatic because they have a regular meaning. But they're used so much that they become un tic de langage, a language habit. You will find more about quoi in my full written lesson for today's video. It's on the blog post over at my website. Now that we have seen the main three French filler words, let's practice a little together. Filler words are language habits because they're so easy to pronounce and they're at the top of any French person's tongue when they're looking for their words. Practice saying them with me. The filler word is going to flash on screen. Try to say them before I do and out loud in front of your screen. C'est parti. Quoi? Un. Un. Quoi? Un. Congratulations! And now let's see my personal favorite 3 French filler words. It's alors, voilà, and genre. They all actually mean something, but a lot of people use them way more than actually necessary. They became language habits much more than actual grammatical adverbs. Alors, alors, with the silent S at the end, repeat after me, alors, alors, means then, therefore, or while. Alors, like, j'aime le fromage, alors j'oublie jamais d'acheter un camembert. I love cheese, so I never forget to buy camembert. J'aime le fromage, alors j'oublie jamais d'acheter un camembert. Or, il a plu alors que j'étais dehors. It rained while I was outside. Il a plu alors que j'étais dehors. More informally, we can also use it in things like et alors? So what? Why do you care? It can be a bit aggressive or dismissive depending on the context. Et alors? Et alors?
Et alors?
You also have alors. So what's happening? What's next? Alors. And at last, alors quoi de neuf? Alors quoi de neuf? And so what's up? In that one, alors is also used as a filler word. In that case, in general, it's mostly used for transition or emphasis.
Alors, Émile, ce concert.
Voilà means there it is, or that's all there is. For example, voilà Romain. Here is Romain. Here comes Romain. Voilà Romain. Voilà Romain. Or voilà, c'est ça. That's it exactly. Voilà, c'est ça. Voilà, c'est ça. It is a really good word to add some weight to your sentence or to the end in a way that feels more final.
Hey, franchement, voilà.
Finally, genre is more informal than alors or voilà. You can pronounce it with the nasal en of genre, 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 or with the o like genre. People say it either way. I say genre with the nasal en. Le genre is a kind or a gender, as in, il avait un genre de chapeau. Il avait un genre de chapeau. You can do la liaison or not. He has some kind of hat. Il avait un genre de chapeau. But genre by itself is an adverb as well. It is almost exactly like in English. Il était là, genre tout va bien, quand je lui ai dit un truc du genre salut. He was there, like everything's fine. When I told him something like hey, il était là, genre tout va bien, quand je lui ai dit un truc du genre salut. Or even
Trouver des gimmicks, des phrases chocs.
Quel genre?
Bah des phrases chocs, quoi.
Quel genre?
Genre des phrases chocs.
Ah.
in this one sentence from French TV show 10%, which filler words does Andrea use? And what does she say?
Enfin voilà quoi, je sais pas comment il a fait, mais c'est tout.
Yes, let's see the solution with the subtitles.
Enfin voilà quoi, je sais pas comment il a fait, mais c'est tout.
Finally, let's add 2 more French language sticks. Tiens, tiens. tiens. It means hold on or take it. But we rarely use it in this way. Instead, we simply use it to grab someone's attention or to express surprise. For example, tiens, il est pas là, Claude? Oh, Claude is not here. Tiens, il est pas là, Claude? Tiens, il est pas là, Claude? Or, tiens, toi, viens ici. Hey, you, come here. Tiens, toi, viens ici. Tiens, toi, viens ici. Here, you want to grab their attention. Tiens, regarde, c'est ça que je faisais. Hey, look, that's what I was doing. You want to grab their attention. Tiens, regarde, c'est ça que je faisais. Tiens, regarde, c'est ça que je faisais.
Tiens, l'enseigne de la boucherie Chevaline a perdu une oreille.
Tiens, tu vois, regarde.
Bah tiens.
And finally, du coup. Du coup has a silent P. We don't say du coup, we say du coup. It originally means as a result, but it is more generally used as a transition between ideas, or even between any parts in a sentence in everyday spoken French. It is as versatile? Well, you'll figure it out. As so in English. Like, du coup, voilà Romain. So, here is Romain. Du coup, voilà Romain. Du coup, voilà Romain. Or, tu fais quoi du coup? So, what are you doing? Tu fais quoi du coup? Tu fais quoi du coup? Or, du coup, je pars. So, I'm leaving. Du coup, je pars. Du coup, je pars. Some people started using it way too much. But that's because it's a great expression that fits anywhere.
Du coup, faut voir, on était un peu crevés, tu vois, mais du coup, on l'a quand même fait. Alors, ça donne un truc quand même, du coup, assez intéressant. Il manquerait plus, du coup, qu'à trouver, genre, des paroles dessus, une idée de
Guitare
chanson.
classique, ça change, ouais.
Ouais. Bah, du coup, c'est pour savoir ce que t'en penses, parce que...
Bah écoute, j'ai écouté, j'ai été, ouais.
Du coup, nous, on était plutôt...
Par contre, je peux te dire un truc.
Mais du coup, Steph, tu peux tout me dire, hein.
Tu dis beaucoup, du coup.
We've seen several French filler words today. Repeat after me. Un, quoi, alors, voilà, genre, with the nasal en, genre, tiens, with the silent S, tiens, and du coup, with the silent P. Du coup. By understanding and practicing these filler words, you will not only understand spoken French better, but you will also sound much more like a native when you speak. So let's practice one more time. Just like last time, can you pronounce these French filler words when they appear on screen before I say them? Can you spot the difference in our pronunciations? Quoi? Genre. Du coup. Tiens. Un. Voilà. Alors. Yay! Congratulations! Félicitations! Where did you have difficulties? You can learn much more about what we've just seen by clicking on the link below the video to get to the Commune Française website. Or you can keep exploring modern everyday spoken French with me with modern techniques and systems. Click on your screen right here to keep learning and I will see you in the next video. Allez, à tout de suite!